Week number 64 of the 27-inch challenge. So I didn't work out this week. There's no giving up if it's cheesecake. So salmon, that's what happened this week. So this week is very busy, and I got a lot of work to do, so I didn't train. That's unintentional, but you'll see here, and I ate a lot, because of the stress. So I'm still human. I'm also human. 3 pounds, 1.5, 3 pounds. Well, you said you didn't work out, but what are we looking at? What is this squat day doing here? Actually, this is last week's. This is week 63's squat day. So this is part of week 63. I didn't include it there. So this is week 2 squatting. What happened? I just maintained strength. As you can see, that's 3. The weight I'm fighting on is this weight: the yellows, the grays, and one little blue. Okay, and the Olympic bar, of course. So that's total around 253 pounds. My body weight is around 145, 150. Waist around 28, 29 inches. I'm maintaining body fat. I know why. I wanna say I don't know why, but I know why, because I'm not really getting really serious on the diet. So this is the second set, which is the PR set. I always PR on the last set. So I didn't film the isolation work, the calves, the neck, the arms, because that's self-explanatory. It's you just pump, just do it for metabolic fatigue. So how many is that? That's 3, I think. And then I just did the same, 253 for 5, and then second set 5. I want to get 6, but it's really heavy. It felt really heavy this day. So yeah, I think that's one of the reasons why I took a rest from training. And this is another lesson. As you might see, the time frames are different, because it's a busy week. I need to do some work. So I did the heavy set in the morning, and then I have to do some work and then go back at it at night. So that's what I call sustainable. If you have a home gym, it's sustainable. Okay, it's not just convenient to you. It's also sustainable because it's already there. You just go outside, and then there's your gym. One of the great things that people need to develop is good habits. And we're learning about good habits. I'm learning about good habits. I'm reading about habit forming by Craig Dushel and James Clear, and they say that in order to put up good habits, you got to manage the cues. If the gym is far from you, it's hard. So it's hard to form a habit if you make it hard, make it difficult. The solution is make it easy. Okay, I encourage you guys to have a home gym. Okay, even if it's a simple barbell movement. So that's my friend goofing around. So yeah, you can also enjoy while you're doing your exercise if it's at home. So again, you already seen this, this weight, 180 pounds, for 50 reps total for my rowing. That's a volume I need for my rowing. So very minimal rest, because I can do it, I can do a form like this. My elbows are flaring up good. I can execute it while I'm fatigued, so why not save time? So that's what I did last week. In terms of the diet, I already told you I am getting back at it. I'm really honing in the habit. Here's what you do when you're out of carbs and you already ate all of your carbs from chocolate and brownies and cakes. Tinin! You hard boil, you soft boil, medium boil your egg, and don't salt it. And then you eat it with your protein. So hit your macros, guys. Protein macros. That's one of the ways of me honing in the habits, eating more protein, and slashing, I think, my calorie intake from fats and carbs, because those things are very tasty, like this cheesecake. A small amount of this can really add up. So you gotta be careful. The problem with, I think, why I'm not getting the 27 is the triggers. I have a lot of triggers at home. High calorie foods are very, very easily accessible. So what's the default? You eat that. And I compensated by being active. I'm not that active as in super active, like some people think 10,000 steps a day. I only had 7,000 steps. And I realized one strange but true fact that while we're walking here at the city, there's a lot of these mannequins, and you've got to think, why are so many mannequins look the same? And every clothes you put on them, it looks good. And I realized, it's not about it's not about the clothes or the brand of clothes they wear. I think it's about the shape. It's about the frame, it's about the proportion. I mean, look at every male or female mannequins. They kind of look the same. For women, wide hips, small waist, that hourglass shape. For males, small waist again, and wide shoulders. So I think that's a good indicator of what we should aim for. I'm not saying, get, exactly the unrealistic proportions of, these mannequins, because this is man-made. But what I'm saying is, that's a good, ballpark, of an ideal body. I mean, they're making mannequins, to show you what looks good to the eye aesthetically. So, we should aim for that. Okay? So if you get the proportions I'm talking about in my course, my free course, you automatically get this proportion, getting your waist to 45% of your height if you're a male, and if you're a female, 37%. All this stuff, check it out on our website, versusyouFitness.com. Some people may ask, what about the plus size mannequins? What about them? Well, the answer is, what about them? Okay, they encourage obesity. They encourage complacency, that you have to adapt to the society's demands, even if it's unhealthy. Okay, there's nothing wrong with being a little bit overweight, but there's something wrong about these mannequins, that gut, falling out of their shirts. So it's not healthy, in my opinion. It's not healthy to use plus size. And in fact, the fact is, if you look at plus size, models, they still use the proportion. Wide shoulders, a little bit bigger than the waist. Okay? Look at this plus size guy. Look at this plus size, girl, women. Even the proportions, you can see sports mannequins for males that are slightly buff but the same proportion. The shoulders are still bigger than the waist. The arms are just thicker. And there are some mannequins that are on the skinny side. And I think that's the formula if you want to, increase your style, increase how you look, increase, your proportions, copy these mannequins. For women, you should, mostly, I think most people should lose fat first because, because of the advancement of technology, we have a lot of really, I should say, addictive foods. So we had a buffet. This should be, for example, today we ate a buffet. It should be a low-calorie day for me because I have a goal of really getting to 27 inches. But it's not possible today because it's an impromptu family day. So what are you gonna do? It's it's not planned, but it's important. So what you're gonna do, what I just have to do what I normally do. I prioritize protein, and then I ate the fiber. I ate a lot of liquid, and then my strategy for these kinds of days. And then when I'm full, I overload on the carbs and alcohol and the fatty coffees. Don't do this if you're competing because you're gonna ruin the time frame and the deadline. Okay, this is just for lifestyle fitness. So back to the point of we should all lose fat first because of food is easily available nowadays. It's not necessarily high calorie foods all the time, but it's very addictive. They companies want to make money, so they make foods very addictive. So one bite is already 50 calories. The Oreos and the cookies and everything. So it's helpful to make low calorie meals like this. The shake. I ate a buffet, and then the next few days I just eat stuff like this, low calorie foods, popcorn, carrots, this carrot shake, cucumber, carrots, diet soda.
I love vegetables. They're so yummy and so.
That's why our mothers are always right that vegetables really are good for you because they're low in calories, high in fiber, and before packed with nutrients, but now it's not necessarily packed with nutrients. So prep some vegetables like what I'm doing right now. Prep it and put it on your on an available place. That's how you make a habit. Put it in an available place like your table, your refrigerator, all the high calorie foods. Put it inside. Put it on the freezer so that you have to defrost it first before you eat it. Do some vegan stuff like this. Some actually that's two, vegan and non-vegan. So one have meat, one does not have meat. So yeah, eat. You can eat whatever you want, but not in the amounts you want. So that's the key. It's all about balancing your energy. Not all the time that you have the problems I have, which is body fat. Some people may have a hard time gaining weight, so it's a different ball game for them. So if you want to learn more about this, go to our website, go to our link tree down below. If you want to buy programs, we have paid programs, the best programs I know. And if you are not ready yet, go to our link tree. We have free resources there, versusyouFitness.com. So bye bye, see you next week, peace.